Net migration hit a record high in 2022 after the Office for National Statistics revised its previous estimate. And it's not a small revision. It now says net migration, which is the number of people coming to the UK minus the number leaving, wasn't 606,000 in 2022, as it previously estimated, but 745,000. That's because last year a lot more people came to the UK and fewer left than they realised.
On immigration, will you apologise for breaking your manifesto pledge to cut immigration?
I'm very clear that the levels of migration are too high and they've got to come down to more sustainable levels. I've been clear about that. It's good to see that the ONS yesterday did say that the levels of migration are now slowing, in their words, which is a welcome step, but we've got more to go. And that's why I announced a policy earlier to clamp down on the number of dependents that students can bring when they're coming here, where we'd seen a very significant rise in that. That action that I took represents the single toughest measure that anyone has taken to bring down the levels of legal migration in a very long time. So that should give people a sense of my commitment to bringing migration down. And if we see further abuse of the system, of course we're prepared to act and do more.
Reports the Immigration Minister this morning wants to double the salary cap for a work visa and cap the number of NHS workers. Do you support those ideas? And who's going to work in the NHS if you can't hire the staff from overseas?
Well, I'm clear that the overall level of net migration is simply too high and it's got to come down to more sustainable levels. The ONS have said that migration is now already slowing, so that is encouraging, but there's more to do for sure. And that's why I've already taken action together with ministers, which is to clamp down on the number of dependents that students can bring when they come here, because we saw a very significant rise in those numbers. That's due to take force. It will make a big difference. But of course, if there are other areas where there's abuse happening, we're going to look at that and we will clamp down on it.
Rishi Sunak agreed to increase the salary threshold for migrant workers to £40,000 as part of a leadership contest deal agreed with Suella Braverman, it has been reported. The Daily Telegraph said it had seen a copy of the deal, which saw the Prime Minister agree to a 4-point migration plan with Mrs. Braverman. The claim comes after the former Home Secretary, in a scathing letter following her sacking, said she had struck a deal with Mr. Sunak that saw her agree to serve in his cabinet because of firm assurances he gave her on key policy priorities. She said they included a commitment to reduce net migration into Britain and efforts to tackle international blocks on deporting those who arrive across the English Channel via small boats.
As you can see, guys, there is a lot of talk with regards to migration to UK, as the figures were revised and it was noted that more than 750,000 people relocated to UK between 2022 and 2023. The Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, said to have agreed with Suella Braverman that the salary cap for overseas people to come and work here in UK will be put at £40,000 per annum. However, when asked about this, he did not deny or admit that this is what he had planned together with Suella Braverman. However, as of today, the 28th of November 2023, the Migration Minister has spoken, and this is what he had to say with regards to migration to UK. Jenrick states that the public is sick of talk and want action on reducing net migration. The Immigration Minister told the MPs it is crystal clear that further measures are needed to control and reduce migration levels. He went on to say that there are strong arguments is in courts, as you can see, for introducing a cap on migration numbers, and suggested conversations about the measures are being held within the government. He also said, we believe that the number of people coming into this country is too high, that it is placing unbearable pressure on our public services and on housing, that it is making it impossible to integrate people into the country and is harming community cohesion and national unity. It is also a moral failure because it's leaving people on welfare and enabling companies to reach all too often for easy labor of foreign labor. So for all those reasons, we are determined to tackle this issue. We understand the concerns of the British public, and I'm here to say that we share them and that we are going to bring forward a serious package of fundamental reforms to address this issue once and for all. So far this year, we've initiated a significant number of investigations into sectors such as care companies suspected of breaching immigration rules. We are actively working across government on further substantive measures and will announce details to the House as soon as possible. As you can see, guys, there's a lot of scrutiny on the health and care worker visa, and the Prime Minister Rishi Sunak indicated that if they note that there is any abuse of any visa system, this includes the health and care worker visa, they are going to take immediate action to rectify this problem. And the Migration Minister has already stated that they've been scrutinizing the health and care worker visa because a lot of organizations have been abusing this visa route. And the Migration Minister clearly stated that it is crystal clear we need to reduce the number significantly by bringing forward further measures to control and reduce the number of people coming here and stop the abuse and exploitation of our visa system by companies and individuals. As you can see, guys, the UK is more than determined to bring down the migration levels, and they are particularly looking at the visas which are being abused so that they bring an end to it. And guys, in case you're not aware, there is going to be voting in January 2024. And as we all know, guys, if you want to be voted for, you need to take measures where people are complaining. And this is a major complaint here in UK. Net migration is the issue. So obviously, if they want to gain the people's favor, they need to take action. So they are looking at ways of bringing net migration down. And like I've already said, the talks are underway, and they've clearly stated that very, very soon they will come with new measures to make sure that net migration is brought down to reasonable levels. So guys, I am keeping an eye on this issue because a lot of people are concerned with regards to moving to UK in 2023-2024 and bringing their families over. As you can see, this information that I'm sharing with you was announced today as of the 28th of November 2023. And if you are interested in finding out about this topic, do smash that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you never miss when I come and give you an update on what they have decided to do. If you are a skilled worker and your family is still overseas, you better bring your family over ASAP before they make any changes. So this is all that I wanted to share with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.